And it says we are live. Welcome, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I apparently thought that I set this up for 1:30, not 1 o'clock, so my apologies. And have
Hello.
hello. So, yep, we're just getting started. I was actually eating lunch when you guys were like, "Hey, your thing said 1, not 1:30," and I was like, "Well, damn."
I had no idea. I just kind of saw the message and was just like, oh, okay. Guess we're doing it now.
We're just gonna roll with it. Yeah, really. We're just gonna roll with it. So,
Yep.
I am still, if you can probably hear my sniffling, I am just getting over a cold that my lovely children graced me with. So, we're
They had to
working
share
through
the
it.
love.
That's usually how it goes when they start school.
Yeah.
But we're gonna do our best. I am currently reading Court by Tracy Wolff. I took my dust jacket off. It was a beautiful yellow cover, but I do not condone the destruction of dust jackets. So
Yeah, I take
I
dust
am
jackets off when I read them too.
right. I'm 126 pages in, so things are already getting
Nice.
interesting.
I mean, with that series, is there
What
anything not interesting happening?
I mean, I could tell you what's happened so far, but I don't want to spoil it.
Mm, yeah.
What
No
are you
spoilers.
reading, Hope? Yeah, no
I'll be
spoilers.
reading Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas. I kind of want to finish it today, but that's like
Nice.
200 pages and not quite sure if I can do that. But we'll see.
We could at least get you some of the way there.
Yeah.
We've already got comments going on. Let's see if it'll actually show them. Amanda says, "Hey, Alisha, how are you doing today? I'm sick, but we're working through it. How are you doing?" Um, who is this? Lisa says, "Hello, hi, Lisa, welcome. Thanks for joining us. We just got back from swim lessons, so they are making progress."
That's good.
Good morning. Good afternoon. It's afternoon where I'm at. Tori
Technically still
says
morning for
hi.
me.
Is everyone reading? Yeah. Good morning. That's why I said good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever
Yeah.
you are in the world. Lucinda says hi, ladies. Hello.
Hello.
She finished Wild is the Witch so far and carried on with Vampire Girl and City of Fallen Angels. Ooh. Are we
Nice.
alternating or are we going to focus on one? How are you today? I am as good as can be expected with a cold, but we're working. I took my medicine. Tori's 2 hours and 38 minutes left of the siege of what? Mackindal?
Yeah, that's
Sure.
what I think.
How are you liking it, Tori? Is it a good read? It's 10:21 in the morning for you. Wow. Are you West Coast or are you somewhere else in the world? Where are you?
Yeah, probably be West Coast.
That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe. I'm awful with time zones. If I don't know somebody actively in the time zone, I don't know what the time zone is.
Right?
Yeah.
Girl is audio whilst I'm cleaning the oven off and on. I'm nearly done, so gotta power through and get both the audio and the oven finished in the sprint one. That's a good goal. It's California. Hopefully it's not too hot where you are. I think we are in the mid 90s, but with the heat index, it's close to 100 today. And the sun it's so bright, it makes you just want to squint.
Yeah, it's 25 degrees Celsius here, which, let me run to Google and get Celsius to Fahrenheit, because I don't know that conversion
Right
off the
about
top of my
80s.
head. 77.
Okay, so 25 and then add 50 some degrees. And that's what it would be in Fahrenheit. So we'll get started with the first sprint in just a few minutes. Trying to keep it even. I don't know how many I will do today, depending on how I feel. My typical usual is 3, but we'll see. Because I would really like to get a lot of this read.
Yeah.
Because I'm also trying to finish House of Earth and Blood, since I never finished it with Book Club. Oops.
Yeah, and that will definitely up your page count for Witchathon.
Yeah. I mean,
that's why I'm like,
right now as it sits, if you're like, I must read.
I must read this because this is like 650 pages.
Well, that and like, I know that if I finish reading House of Earth and Blood, I know that's all 800 pages, but like the 186 that I've read so far, I don't remember what happened besides like the incident that happened, but that's about it.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything else, so I might start from page 1 and start over.
Yeah.
It's exhausting crouching down in that awkward position to do it, so I've had lots of breaks. I got most of the grease off with the grills and glass before. Trying to think of how I clean mine, because I usually just like spray it, let it sit, and then I just go by and wipe it and it comes clean.
Now I'm thinking
I don't really
I
have
need
to
to
scrub.
clean my stove. I don't remember the last time. Like the inside of the oven was clean. I don't remember the last time it was cleaned. Add that to the list of things I need to do.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm so glad it'll be much cooler next week for you. I wish it was cooler here. But we're Florida. We don't participate in other temperatures. Sam, we have a Sam. Hello. What are you reading, Sam? Obviously, what? Obviously, I pulled the girls out to do the. Yes. Toria's. Yes, it's one of my favorite series. It's a middle grade, and you did a pretty good job at pronouncing it. Woohoo! Yay! I always see titles of certain things, and I just go, what is that? And then I just kind of like phonetically break it up and then hope for the best.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, it works. I still have so many I want to read. My goal minimum for the week off is finishing the Mortal Instruments. I have 1 indie arc, and I also have started reading BDB 2 and
The Black Dagger
HON 2.
Brotherhood and House of Night.
Oh, I got you. I still need to reread the House of Night series, and I actually had like the audiobooks for them through my library, and I returned them because I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna get to these, so I might go back and get the first one and then continue.
Yeah. I still need to finish the first Black Dagger Brotherhood book. I might do that this month because I'm like already halfway through and I remember it. So just like complete that.
Jim is reading Until Winter. Hi, Jim. Welcome.
Hello.
Lucinda says, I didn't want to use those disgusting chemical cleaners, so I use bio washing powder. It's pretty good. Ooh. Yeah, I'm always looking for like holistic ways of cleaning things. One of the things I recently found is if you mix like vinegar with dish Dawn soap, it's a pretty good cleaner.
Ooh.
Now, if I could just find something that's all natural and can get rid of my weeds, then I'd be good to go. Sam says, I'm not reading currently, video editing and updating Etsy. Productivity is good. I am reading 620 Man by David Baldacci. Baldacci? Ooh. Until winter. Do we really have a winter though? I hope we have a winter because last winter, I meant we don't get different weather until winter. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's I'm hoping that we actually have some cold weather this year because I feel like last year we didn't have any, and now we have more bugs this year.
And then there's gonna
So it
be
didn't
me
kill
from like
anything off.
and then there's gonna be me from like October to April just complaining about the cold.
Yeah, I wish I could complain about the cold. We didn't have any. It's not very
In
easy to
Canada,
get.
you complain about the heat and then you complain about the cold. You're constantly complaining about the weather.
That was me when I lived in Maryland. I would go, "Oh, it's too hot," or "Oh, I keep sneezing because of allergies," and then the winter would come. "Oh, it's so cold."
Yeah.
Now I'm down here and I'm going, "We have seasons." It's not very easy to get white vinegar here at the moment, or I would have used that. Ooh, yes. Well, I hope you guys could get it back soon, and the powder. All right, 1:30. We'll go ahead and start our first sprint, and we will. And I will get this. You gotta give it a second.
Yep. There we go.
I click on something and then it takes it a little. Did it go?
Yeah.
Aha! All right. See everybody in 29 minutes. And that was our first sprint. How did everyone do?
I think I
I'm
got
now
27
on
pages.
chapter 34.
Nice.
Ooh, that's a good one. And we've gained a Katie. How did Katie do?
Hello. Yeah, I listened to like the first chapter of The Raven Boy.
Ooh, if you're finally reading that.
Well, I thought I would start with it.
After what? Like, I think you started saying you were going to read that this year, what, in like January?
Down!
And it's been on like 3 or 4 TBRs, so yay.
It might end up being a weapon for Nutmeg as well.
What was she reading?
The Raven Boys.
The Raven Boys.
Oh, that's another one. I need to read them as well. I have the whole series binge it, but I just haven't.
No.
And then I'm just gonna keep my thoughts on the series.
Get down.
Quiet.
For a second there, I thought she was telling me no.
You're fine, Nutmeg. Listen.
Oh, it's the cats.
How did everyone do in the comments?
Yes, it's just Nutmeg being an
Jim
arsehole.
says, I'm listening to my book and I listened to 3 chapters. Nice. Tori also did, looks like she listened to 3 chapters. She has an hour and 59 minutes left. Yay. Sam says, I got clips and music of 1 video together. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I know editing is not the easiest thing. I have to do the same. I have to film a couple of videos and edit, and I'm not looking forward to it. I'm gonna try to wait until my cold is gone.
Yeah.
Let me.
I'm too tired to edit videos today. Honestly, I'll do that tomorrow.
I know that I'm like starting to get burnt out with like
There
filming,
you go.
editing, uploading. So like I'm not taking the rest of the month off, but like if I don't feel like uploading a video, there's gonna be no video. I'm not gonna force myself.
Yeah, I'm just hitting the
Mine that it's the editing mostly.
Yeah. Yeah, like I have a video that
Also,
is filmed.
if you hear noises, yeah. Ugh. I feel like I have to sneeze. What does that say? Oh, come in comment. Lucinda says, I finished Vampire Girl. I have a book that's an e-arc I finished, but there's no page count anywhere to submit it. I would see if you could find that book on Goodreads and then
Well,
use that
sometimes
page count.
sometimes for indie books, because the file technically isn't
E-arcs?
on like Amazon. Like the final file isn't on Amazon, they can't express the page count. Like I read an ER and I had going into it, I had no idea that it was over 500 pages until like 2 days before the release date when it finally showed the page count on Amazon. And for a lot of EARCs, you can't tell even by just like the file on your on your Kindle, for example, because it won't list the page count.
I was gonna say they don't do that, like give you the information for it. What's the expected page count or whatever?
It depends. Like it depends by author, by like especially with indies, sometimes it'll be like, oh, it's a 350-page book, or other times they'll just be like, it's like if it's a second book in the series, they'll just be like, it's longer than the first. But because a lot of the times when you get an arc, the final formatting sometimes isn't even completed. So there'll be like formatting issues that the author is trying to fix. So that might add a couple pages, or they don't have the acknowledgments in it. So that would add an extra like 2 or 3 pages to the final total.
Shush. It's annoying me.
I gotcha. Jim Cletus says, the nice thing about listening to a book, I do laundry as I listen. Yes, multitasking at its finest. I love when I can be productive and read at the same time.
Yeah, like later I might
just
listen
opened
to
the
my
one
audiobook
Easter egg I bought this year. In celebration of Oven being finished. It's not perfect, but meh. Lucinda missed what Katie is reading. She is reading Maggie Stiefvater.
The Raven Boy. Happy now, Lucinda. Yeah, I thought.
And it's not listed on Goodreads either.
Is it not on Google anywhere?
I would guesstimate
any
around
website.
200.
I would say like wait a little bit. Like depends on if the book comes out, let's say next week, the page count would be on Amazon when the book comes out, like the day it comes out.
A couple days prior.
Yeah. But if it doesn't come out until like end of next month, then guesstimate.
Oh, Lucinda, you're on Team Cosmic. What a shame you can't submit pages.
Oh, well, just leave it off the tracking.
Jim says, do you keep track of pages read as a total for everyone together? So what we know, Jim, is when we talk about tracking pages, it is for the Witchathon Readathon. And our pages count for our sense that whoever wins the most points wins this round of Witchathon.
Yeah.
So there's a little bingo board that you can get prompts from, and each of us are on a different coven. I am the traditional coven. Hope is and Katie is the crystal coven. So that's what we mean by if we're tracking our pages. I usually track my pages on my own anyway, just so that I can see how many pages I read each month. But this specific month, we are doing it towards a readathon.
Yeah.
And I'll have all of the links for that and everyone's channels down below. I may have to go back and edit it. Excuse me. Katie, did they leave a Lumicrate in your cupboard?
No, like they never, they used to leave it in my cupboard when I was at work, and then now they're just like not even doing that. So I have to either collect it from the office where they're only open like 8 till 10 in the morning, or I have to like get it redelivered on my day off, which isn't until like Thursday.
That sucks. I know that when I get like a book box, most of the time it ends up sitting beside our step behind our trash can.
Yeah, like we literally have this safety like electric cupboard that nobody goes in because it's literally an electric cupboard. Like, and they used to always leave it in there, and they didn't even bother to do that this time. So I've literally got this card like left by my postman where I have to like collect it. But if I want to get it redelivered, I can't get it redelivered until like Wednesday onwards. But I might be able to collect it Monday morning. Oh. So it's frustrating that they just don't leave it anymore.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Lucinda says, LOL, I'm not happy or unhappy. I'm just helping you meet your
Lies,
reading goals.
Lucinda, you are happy. You're always going on about Ravenclaw.
Jim says, ah.
Yeah, I know that I'm curious to hear your thoughts on the Raven Boys because I liked the first 2 books and then didn't really like the last 2 books.
Oh dear. Well, this is
it was just my personal taste of
goodness.
Put it this way, I don't remember anything from the last book except saying, do I have to finish this book?
Oh.
But I think that was just a me thing. I think that was just a me thing because I read it at the wrong time. I think. To be fair, I don't remember even when I read it.
Yep.
Did I read it?
I don't think I've read anything by Maggie Stiefvater. Like, I have some of her books on my shelf, and I think I have 2 of them that are signed, but I haven't read any of her work. I need to remedy that.
I read this in 2020.
Let's just be honest. There's not enough time to read everything that I need to read.
See, I totally forgot that I read the final book in that series in 2020. I was like, oh.
What's the final book? There's
the
there's
final
4,
book
right?
is
The Raven King, isn't it?
Yeah, it goes. The series goes The Raven Boys. I'm forgetting the order of book 2 and 3.
The Dream Thieves.
Yeah, the
Is it Dream Thieves and then like Blue
Lily
or something?
Blue, and then the Raven King. When did I'm now questioning when I read the first book in that series.
You're just gonna have to go back and reread it.
Yeah, July 2020, so like 2 years ago.
Lucinda says, we'll talk about buddy reading books. It's to read those too.
Yeah, I think that was prompted after I hauled them from like a library sale where they were $1 a piece, and I was like, wow, they're $1.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Especially 2 of them are hardcovers. Literally, like.
That's even better when you can find them hardcover for like $1 or $2.
Well, yeah. Yeah, literally, I saw the 3rd book and I was like, oh, well, that's the 3rd book. I don't know if I'll buy it. Then I saw the 2nd one and then I was like, if I find the 1st one, and then like later down the line of the books, I found the 1st one, so I was like, and we're just going to buy the whole series.
I try not to do that, but I know that there's some series where I have done that, and I just go, I should have just read the 1st book and then decided from there. Like, if I read the 1st book and I like it, then I continue on. But
well, my logic was, okay, I'm spending $3 on an entire series. If I just buy the 1st one and then I love it and I want the other 2, I would then be paying like $15 per book. So I would have spent about over $30 instead of $3. So.
Yep, that is very true.
And then if I hate them, I only spend
about
$3.
50 seconds, and we'll go for our next sprint and when the cat's out.
When the cat starts yelling.
When the cat says read.
I still feel like I have to sneeze, like right here.
Oh, yeah. That sucks.
It sucks that you've got a cold, Alisha. Like,
it just like doesn't want to go. I absolutely hate it. Like, for the most part, I'm like mostly over it, but it's that congestion and that constant feeling like you have these, and it's like right here.
Yeah. I hate that.
Tori says the Raven Boys, the Dream Thief, Blue Lily, Lily Blue, and then the Raven King is the order of that series. I've read all. And it is time to read again. So, happy reading.
Yeah.
And I will see you in 30. And we're back. How did everyone do? I am on 142 now.
I think I read 27 pages again.
Things are happening. I know I can't talk about it, but that's all I'm saying. Things are happening. How did you do, Katie?
I'm now on page 26.
Nice.
Woohoo! I think we had some comments before we went. Let's see. We talked about that one. Tori was telling us about the Order of the Raven Boys. Lucinda is going to go read more of City of Fallen Angels.
Nice.
My E Minotaur by Sophie Ashe. Crystal Ashe is another pen name of Bera. Interesting. Of hers. Ooh, we're gonna have to silence that because I'm not gonna keep it up. I'm back from the library to check out 2 Harry Potter books with my library card. Ooh, which ones did you check out? Are you starting from the very beginning, or are you into the later books?
I can quickly check because I have it saved on my thing.
I mean, I submitted a book yesterday.
There only seems to be subs up to the 6th on the spreadsheet, or is it just me?
It's
No, there's submissions from today on the
Yeah, you
submitter.
are the last 3 submissions.
Yep.
Although one of your names is Knox Watch Book Live.
The thing is like we know that Sam will know that's.
I know. I just think it was funny. It's like the first one is Knox Watch Book Live, and it's Knox Witch Book Live.
She'll know.
We all know who you are.
Yeah.
Just starting? Okay. Let us know what you think of Harry Potter books. Tori said another 3 chapters down, 7 chapters to go.
Nice.
I'm amazed that my little internet thing is working. Comments are jumping, though. Comments are jumping. I'm on chapter 2. Making progress. Lucinda, what did you do? She sprained her little finger cleaning. Yes.
How?
You're not supposed to hurt yourself while cleaning, Lucinda.
No.
That's my question.
Or it's too much cleaning from yesterday as well as today.
Could be. We're reading through Half-Blood Prince and Deathly Hallows. Oh, those got me.
Nice.
Yeah.
I haven't read them.
You. I need to reread those, and I would like to listen to the audiobooks at some point because I hear they actually do different voices throughout for each of the characters.
I've never been able to get past
I cleared all the sheets.
Order of the Phoenix on all of my attempting readings.
Last two books?
But I like Stephen Fry narrating the audiobooks the best.
I finished 3 more chapters and got the last load of laundry in the dryer. Woohoo! We are being productive in both aspects. That's good. Everyone's being productive. Yeah, I would like to read the Harry Potter books at some point. Whenever I find my copies, because they're currently buried on a bookshelf behind a bunch of boxes. I gotta start filming my book unhaul videos and then get those books out of here so that I can make room, because I still have to go and weed some more books out.
Yeah.
Loved Order of the Phoenix. I think it may have been my favorite one.
My favorite's always been Goblet of Fire.
I've always had a problem with people. They go, "Oh, which one's your favorite book?" Well, I can't just one because they're all good in their own right.
Yeah.
They're all good.
I mean,
but Goblet of Fire for me, the Triwizard Tournament.
How do you choose?
I think mine might be Prisoner of Azkaban, maybe.
I hear that's quite a lot of people's favorites.
Yeah.
Out of the films, I always love like the first 3 because they're like they're the cheesy happy ones, and then it just gets darker and darker and darker.
Yeah, there's me with my favorite movies are probably both of the Deathly Hallows movies, but I haven't read I need to read the last 2 books, but also part of me is like, I've heard from everybody I've talked to about them and everything I've watched about the books. I'm like, I know everything that happens.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
but then
I also don't. I don't have
still
copies.
Gotta read them.
But I don't have copies. I definitely am not going out and buying copies, and I don't want to read them from anywhere because I don't want to support the author at all. So,
unless you get them from surely like a charity shop where she won't get the money.
Yeah, but I did have copies of a couple of the books, but I got rid of them because I didn't want them on my shelves because of how controversial, not how controversial the author is, but how blatantly transphobic the author is. I didn't feel comfortable owning them on my shelf. But that's my personal view.
Yeah. Chamber of Secrets creeped me out too. That one was just... But I still don't know which one would be my favorite. I can't... Uh-oh. I've been found.
I don't know.
Hope, are you sad that the Foxhole Court got overtaken with Scythe?
Oh, I'll probably still be reading that series at some point before the end of the year. Put it this way, I'll probably be reading that series either way in November when I don't want to admit how much I spent on a hoodie and a book box for that series, so
I'm just gonna retweet
what series
it again.
The Foxhole Court
stories.
Oh.
2 days left.
I didn't even know that was a thing until something about it. to be honest.
And then there's me screaming it from the rooftop. Everybody should read it as long as they don't get triggered by any of the trigger warnings.
I mean, I heard about the series on Amazon because it was very, very hyped. And it's been hyped, I think, on places like TikTok and all that.
It's really good, but listen to the trigger warnings.
Nothing
trigger warnings are there for a reason.
Nothing triggers me. I'm a numb bum.
Nothing triggers me, but I remember reading the first book and going, this is much darker than I thought.
I mean, I've read a book where men have literally killed a 2-year-old in the first.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
and that would be hella triggering to a lot of people. I mean,
I'll be out in a second.
And yes, I have already read Scythe. That is about 2 people who are apprentices to be scythes, and they go under 2 apprentice leaders, 2 different ones that train them differently. How to, what's the word? Glean?
How to kill?
Glean, that's the word.
Glean is the term, but
yeah.
How to kill, basically.
How to but yeah, how to kill people, because it's in a world where they have conquered death.
Isn't that Grim Reapers, something or other?
Yeah, there's no cancer, there's no no ways of killing people, no natural causes of death sort of thing. So they have to be gleaned in order to control the population.
Yeah, and it's there's I can't remember exactly how they pick who gets killed at certain times. To be fair, it's been almost 3 years since I read the book, so
I probably would reread it again anyway, even though I read it.
I have to, because I have the arc of the novella lined up. So I kind of want to reread it so those things actually make sense to reference the references. I'm still fucking salty on how that series ended.
So you guys have already read them.
I've not read the second or the third yet, but I would reread Scythe just to discuss it. I'm happy to do that again.
I want to talk with somebody about the ending, because I'm
what of the first book, Scythe?
The ending of these series.
Oh, I've not read the second or third one yet.
Because without spoiling, it ends. It ends in such a weird way, and it's so open ending.
Oh no, I hate open endings.
Literally, where you're almost I don't know. Basically, it ends where you're not sure if the characters live or die.
Yeah, I don't like open endings.
That's the easiest way to describe it, is you don't know if the characters will live or if they will die.
I want to know what's going to happen next. I am exactly the same with TV shows. When a TV show has an open ending as well, and I'm like, no, you need to have another season.
Oh my god, I read all of Verity by Colleen Hoover last night. That the ending was so open because you're left with
all of it?
I read all of it last night. I laid down. I didn't get up until I finished it. But it's literally so open that you're just kind of almost
oh my god.
I literally think I stared at the wall for a good 10 minutes going,
Stared at the wall rocking.
Literally, that's how it felt.
Now I have to read it to see how the ending happens.
I do hear interesting things about Verity, I must admit.
It's just
I don't know.
But also with Paul,
somewhere.
the third Scythe book, I have heard mixed things from that as well.
10 seconds.
The thing is, I liked it, but I didn't like the way it ended. So
hopefully some things are in gleanings.
Meow. Yeah.
Meow.
It's like a
There
10-second delay, but there you
Yeah.
go. I will see everyone in 30 minutes. Happy reading. And that was the end of our third sprint. How did everyone do? I'm now at the beginning of chapter 39.
Nice. I read 13 pages and had something to eat.
Woohoo! Yay for food.
Yeah.
Katie?
I just got myself some dinner ready.
Nice.
I have snacks if I need them.
To be fair, my food was a bag of
Did you get any
freaking
reading done?
Cheetos, so
Cheetos.
yeah. I had a couple bags next to me, and I was just like kept on staring. I was like, you know what? Just eat a bag of it, watch a YouTube video, call it a day.
I mean, if it works.
Also, there was like a specific scene that I didn't want to be in the middle of that I knew was coming up in the next couple pages. So I was like, don't want to be in the middle of that.
What are you reading again?
Yes, I can't stand.
Queen of Shadows.
The Crown of Midnight? Oh, Queen of Shadows.
Yeah.
You got
to write a book in the series.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right series, wrong book.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I do that a lot of the time. I'll sometimes even hold up a book and then say the wrong book in the series.
Uh-huh.
A lot of the time that's in vlogs where then
Tori
you have to sit
says,
and look at the book and you're like, that's not it. Redo.
Right. Let's try this again. Tori says another 2 chapters down, 55 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Nice. You're totally right. Jim says another 3.5 chapters. Nice. How are you liking it, Jim? And Lucinda says she read about 50 pages. She's just heated up her leftover pizza and chips from yesterday.
Nice.
Ooh. Let me tell you, today my meals are definitely pizza because I had pizza for breakfast, pizza for lunch, and I'll probably have pizza for dinner.
I mean, it's food. That's all.
But tomorrow,
and pizza.
I mean, you know, I love when I get pizza on Fridays because we generally eat pizza for Friday, and then Saturday is leftover day, and then tomorrow I'm probably going to make a pot roast.
Ooh.
Excuse me. Jim says he's enjoying it very much. He loves thrillers. Ooh. Ah, no wonder I haven't seen Sam commenting. She went to the store.
She wasn't just ignoring us.
Hopefully you got... Yeah. Hopefully she got everything that she needed. I know I went to the grocery store yesterday and everything on my list, I was thinking maybe $175 tops. No. I was not happy about it. Everything is going up in price.
Yeah, same here in the UK.
Yeah.
It's on chapter 3. Remind me what you're reading again. Are you doing Harry Potter?
Harry Potter, I'm guessing.
I've already forgotten. My apologies. Yeah, I think they were reading I want to say Half-Blood Prince, but I don't remember. I know he mentioned Harry Potter. Tori ordered McDonald's for lunch earlier. Shared the chicken nuggets, please. Nice.
How can you share them?
I would kill for McDonald's right now.
I mean,
but we can't get it delivered.
Yeah, they don't deliver here at mine
and
either.
we can't go get it. and I'm not walking like 20 minutes just for McDonald's.
And if I got a box of nuggets, the cats get like 1 nugget each.
When I was in high school, we used to have a gym class that was like a wellness class. And whenever our wellness walking class fell on like a lunch period, we would walk to lunch, sit down and eat lunch, and then walk back. So we always had lunch.
Yes.
It skipped a comment. A lot of things have been. Yes, I agree. Sam said probably got more than we need. I feel like that's a thing now.
Never
like,
go.
I think
to
I
a
bought a
store
few extras
hungry.
too, and I was like, why? No, they say never go to the store when you're hungry.
No.
That's literally what I end up accidentally doing every time.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, sushi. Ooh, a sandwich.
Even when I do eat before I go, I always end up buying 1 or 2 things. People are complaining milk is finally being sold for cost price instead of. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, our 4-liter jug of milk recently went up to $5, I think, like a little over $5. And I'm like, I'm glad I'm not the one that drinks the milk. Because that's, like, I remember when it was a few years ago, it was like $4.
Yeah, ours is about that. I think I'd have to look at the receipt again. But the thing is at my house, we go through 3 gallons in a week.
Yeah.
Oh no, I've been found again. Alright, I'll be out in a minute.
I'm not here.
Mom, I want more. Yeah. It's like, oh my goodness. I bought a 20-piece nuggets knowing I probably was only going to eat like 5. You know?
Like,
now, if I
have
had
a lever
closed the
on
door,
your
they
bookshelf
probably
and
wouldn't
it
bother
turns.
I really want to do that. I just don't know if it's feasible. Because that would be amazing.
I feel like it would be possible if you were to like build up a house from the ground, but like to renovate a house to have that work, it might be more difficult.
You could do it. A lot of times it's just a matter of like taking out the door frame and the door itself, and then fitting or retrofitting that one bookshelf looking door, and then you put the molding back around it.
Yeah.
It just depends on what kind it is.
I guess so.
See, that's my problem too, Sam. Is I eat before I go, and then
like a really like bookshelf that you put on wheels, and then you can kind of just slide it and then slide it back. That's the cheap version.
The other thing I thought about doing was getting a rotating door. And it's basically one that you would walk inside and then you have to turn it so that the doorway opens up opposite. We used to have them in the black and white rooms when I worked at a college that had a chemistry lab for developing photos. You are back now. Well, welcome back. Just borrowed books from the library today at 10 a.m. this morning, and I walked to the library. You're not supposed to be walking to the library?
Or maybe
Walking
getting
to the
books out when
library
you
is good for exercise. Or are you not supposed to be
probably
getting books out?
yeah, maybe the latter, because like I would be the same, go to the library, like, why am I getting books out from the library when I got all my own books to read?
Sometimes I'll get books out from the library and then I just go, why did I get this? Because I have a whole bunch that I need to read. I should just
Yeah.
focus on them.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to go walking by myself to the library because it's bad and there is homeless in the back of the library. Oh, I see what you're saying.
So just
Yeah, you gotta be
safety.
careful. On the bright side, you did go
Oh,
during the day.
yeah.
At nighttime, I would be a little more concerned. It is the first time I did this. Well, be careful. I'm all for going to the library and reading, but do it safely.
Yeah.
Damn, libraries should never make you feel like you're in danger.
Depending on where they're located, though, because I know some of our libraries here, there's a couple that are downtown and they're kind of sketchy. They're really
God,
nice libraries, though, but it's just the area around them that are sketchy.
who would have thought you get dodgy people in a library? Oi, don't drink my tea.
You'd be surprised at what you find with people in the library.
Yeah.
I used to work in a library and we had a lot of people that we would have to deny them computer access because of what they would look up on the computer.
Wow.
And it is usually stuff that you should do in the vicinity of your own home, not in a public library. So started to get sleepy, so made me a cup of raspberry lemon tea. Ooh, that sounds delicious.
I
It's
don't
not
drink tea,
tea,
but
but
that
my
sounds good.
soda is raspberry lemonade. I know, doesn't it? Sam says, my office isn't in the safest area. There was a guy who shot someone around the corner and ran off right after I got to the office a few weeks ago. Oh no.
Yeah, I remember you
That's
mentioning that, Sam. Yeah.
I would nope. That's
Do you
horrible.
remember? Do you remember on my solo sprints yesterday when I was saying about one of my neighbors shrieking and an argument going on?
Yeah.
Let's just say it escalated even more and got worse to the point where it sounded like she was trying to hit him outside. And they went up to her flat and then shrieked loads more. And I was like, I think I should call the police. So like I did call the police. It's the second time in like 4 months I've called the police whilst living in this flat now. And yeah, it turns out that somebody else had got there before me and had reported it. So I was the second person to report it. And then like five or six officers came over and I think they arrested the guy. Yeah, I don't know what else happened, but yeah. It was strange.
Fingers crossed you can move soon so you can just get out of that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. This neighbor is a
Hopefully
very
your new
big
neighbors aren't as crazy.
Yeah, and I'll be make sure to let my landlord know about the neighbor as well. When I leave.
We are getting ready to go into what will be the final sprint.
It's the final sprint.
We'll get up our little banner. There is the meow, and I will in minutes.
See you soon. There's the kitty.
That cat is definitely 10 seconds behind. But how did everyone now 1:55 and things are happening?
I think I read 28 pages.
I had my dinner, washed up, and I'm chapter 3, page 33. I'm still getting used to the writing style of Maggie Stiefvater. Like, some pages I've read like 2-3 times just to understand what's gone on.
Yeah, I think that's why I didn't mesh as well, especially with the later books when other things got brought in and then the writing kind of didn't fit with what was going on. At least in my head, I was like, this is a little weird.
Yeah, so it's tough to get into. But
like, it's definitely a good series.
Like,
don't get everything I've said make you think otherwise.
Yeah, once I've like read it over 2-3 times, so it's sunk in, it's interesting.
I think because I didn't go back and like if something was confusing, I didn't reread it. I was just like, oh, everything will piece together at the end.
Yeah, I've just several times already. This is why I'm only on chapter 3, because like there was actually a page earlier where I read it like 4 times and I was like, what? Which makes no sense because years ago I read Shiver and I had no issue with that one. I think I gave that a 4 out of 5, but that was years ago.
Could the writing be a tiny bit different? Because I know that I've read the Scorpio Races by Maggie Stiefvater, which is like her standalone, and that the writing style is a bit different to like the Raven Boys, and I enjoyed that a bit more.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still unhauling it. It's somewhere up in that stack. Ooh. Right there. Just hello. That helps me guide by pointing.
It's like a zoomed in version.
I don't know what this thing's doing. Yeah, I don't know what it's doing. Like, I told it, there it goes. I told it to stop doing the final sprint ticker thing, like, first, and then to stop with the timer thing, and it just now did it. I don't know what it's doing.
Sometimes StreamYard can be a little bit
it has a mind of its own.
Yeah. It does, like, especially when the comments jump.
Like... Yes. And it's now raining at my house. I got another 3 chapters. My dog is making me walk him. Thanks for letting me join. And the laundry is done. Ooh, yay. Yay for done laundry. Have a nice walk with your puppy. And yay for 3 more chapters. Thanks for coming, Jim. Let's see. Tori got 2 more chapters down, 1 chapter to go, and then she's done with her book. Yay, you can totally get it finished today.
Nice.
Right?
What are you going to read next, Tori? We want to know.
Oh, yeah. That's a good question. Lucinda says, I read 12 pages, finished eating, and watched an episode of Breeders. What is Breeders?
What is...
I think Lucinda was saying it yesterday. It's on Now TV here in the UK. I don't know whether they show it somewhere.
She's going to go shower.
In America. But...
Can you hear the thunder outside my window?
Yep.
No, I feel like I can hear a bit of rain, but I don't know if it's me.
Yeah. I'm kind of glad I was muted because the thunder that was going on while we were sprinting was like, it felt like it was right outside the window. It actually rattled the window.
So it must have gone like just over the top of you.
Yep.
It's always scary
editing a video and making a thumbnail. Ooh, that's one thing I need to do too, is I need to make a bunch of thumbnails. Because those take me a little longer to make.
Yeah.
But yay for editing and making thumbnails and getting so much productivity done. Next comment, please. I clicked on it. It didn't want to go. I read chapter 3 and now on chapter 4. Yay. Progress. It's like a comedy drama short episodes about a family starring Martin Freeman. I got nothing. I still don't know what you're talking about. But if you like it, that's all that matters.
Have you come to say hi, Nutmeg?
I had kitty cats in here.
She's like, I'm going to disappear in this bookshelf.
Oh, Nutmeg.
Goodbye.
Come say hi.
She's like,
She's already jumped in there once before. To them, it's like a little cave.
And Morgan is going to join us briefly.
Oh.
Just as her ending.
I know, just as we're getting ready to end. But
welcome.
Yeah, we did 4 sprints and now it's starting to rain at my house.
Yes, Nutmeg got her dinner. They got it early, in fact, because I was making my dinner and I felt guilty that I would be eating in front of them, so I made them half an hour early.
Trying to get one of my cats to come over to me, and he's just staring at me like, you want me to do what?
Yeah.
Come here.
You can just about see Nutmeg, like, just...
If you're not going to come to me, then I will bring them to you. He's just, nope, not having it.
I had a treat stick earlier, like a whole one. Those little broken treat sticks that I get from Lidl, I share between them, and that's they learn that as their clippy clawed treat. They get treats when I go to work and treats when I come back, but like the crunchy biscuits, and then that's how they learn to behave. Rewards.
That's usually how it works.
Yeah. And then that's how they're pretty good with their claws being done, because they know, they're like, I literally just say to them, like, do you want a sweetie? You've been good. And they like run to where the cupboard is. It's actually really cute. But, yeah.
Might jump into the next Ranger's Apprentice. Halt's Peril. Okay.
I've not heard of that.
I think I've heard of that one.
Yeah, I've not. What is that? It sounds like a sci-fi.
I don't think I've read any of the series, but I've heard of it at least.
Sci-fi or fantasy or something.
I think it's a fantasy.
Ranger's Apprentice. Or a cowboy. A cowboy book. I only give them to him every couple months as he's been overweight, but he's definitely lost a little though. Oh, kitty! Alisha's kitty.
Oh,
Simon, right?
I know.
No, this is his brother, Ralphie.
Hey, Ralphie. Hi, Ralphie.
Can you say hi?
Nutmeg is Ralphie.
He says no.
Let's see if I can.
He says no. I'm out of here.
Oh no, I was gonna let Nutmeg meet Ralphie.
Come here. Let me see if I can get him back. Come here.
Wanna say hi to Ralphie?
Look, there's a kitty cat.
Look, can you see Ralphie? Who's that?
It's a kitty cat.
Nutmeg's like another friend.
Who's that? Who's that? Look into the camera. Look.
All right. He's like, I'm done with you, woman.
Nutmeg is just like, nope.
Yep. That's usually how it goes. He'll follow me around, but if it's anybody else, then he goes, I don't know you, so don't touch me, don't look at me. Don't even call my name.
Dreamies off a claw cut, and yeah, the Dreamies biscuit things, but they're like, I normally try and get the cheap ones at either supermarket or Lidl, because like Lidl ones are only like 80p for the little pack, or Sainsbury's, as you know, because you work there, do the big bulk cheese ones. So
Knox is watching.
Knox is always watching my vlogs. And also Harry, Sam's cat, apparently watches my vlogs too. I don't know why. Maybe it's because Nutmeg and Luna are in them as well, but I don't know.
It's about an orphan in like the Middle Ages type era who becomes a ranger, which is basically like the king's secret service. They protect the kingdom and they're kind of like spots with archery.
So I was right with at least fantasy.
Oh. The big box is what Lucinda.
Oh yes, Lidl have them as well for like £4.50 or something for the big dreamy box. I've seen them in there.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Come here. Come here. He's annoyed with me now. He's like, no.
It's like, human, if you're going to play with me, feed me treats.
Oh no. Harry was watching the movie Prey with us last night.
It's quite funny when like I have something on Netflix that Luna would just randomly sit there and watch. Like what was she watching? I think it was like Vampire Diaries or something she was watching. There was something else that she was watching. When the Wimbledon tennis was on, she used to watch that. That was quite funny.
She's like, I'm just gonna sit and hang out. If you're watching something, I'm gonna watch something.
I did meet the Knox, and I met the Avalon too before Avalon passed, obviously.
Oh, it sounds.
My attempt clause. How often
she
do
said
you
I
do
might
Knox
attempt to?
Because I mean, I do Nutmeg and Luna's weekly, but every Friday, because then I can hoover where their claws have clipped. Got some pressure washing.
It's a pressure washing.
Hi, kitty cat. Meow. When he starts taking up the carpet.
Oh my gosh. I hate when mine do that. Because we've got, like, in the corners of by the doorways, there's like little spots where they've dug out the carpet and there's just no carpet left. It's now whatever's underneath.
It's the best thing to do, but before hoovering, and also to groom them as well, I find, because obviously their hairs fly everywhere.
Oh my gosh, yes. Especially with Simon, because he's long-haired. His fur gets everywhere.
Nutmeg just molts, like, no matter what. And I think it probably is the summer fur versus the autumn fur or whatever that's coming through. And all the dead fur that I get off with the glove. And she just gets hairballs and then she's sick. And it's just like, oh, it's just easier to groom it.
Too much. Knox does it in the middle. Avalon was the reason my bedroom and hallway carpets by the bathroom isn't attached. Oh my goodness. Bless you.
Didn't expect that.
Have you finished? Because it looked like you were going to have another one.
I wasn't sure for a second.
Normally, the sneezes come in like threes.
Yeah. That's me. I usually sneeze in threes.
Alisha, have you given your cold to Hope?
I mean, if I can pass it through the computer, I'm sorry, but I don't think so.
Hey, you never know with these conspiracy theories.
You know? Holes in the wicker chair. Oh, no.
Secretly, webcams have a suction.
Right?
But then that would mean that I can smell when somebody has delicious food.
Maybe, who knows?
I mean, the day that happens, we're all in trouble. I have to actually, so today is kind of like we usually do, like, I'll do reading sprints, or like this morning we had the swim lessons with the kids, but tomorrow is like our clean the house, do laundry, and set up for the next week.
Yeah,
I like to call it my Sunday setup.
Yeah, like like the Sunday. Sunday
We
fun
prep
day
for the week. Yeah.
to get his pouch himself right
No accident.
That's quite funny.
Katie,
Yes,
are you working
2
tomorrow?
p.m. till 9 p.m. my time.
That's not horrible.
No, it's not
What are
too
you
bad. It's
doing,
actually,
Morgan? What are you
quite
reading?
easy.
Not really reading anything. I have a ton of wedding stuff I have to do for my brother and sister's wedding, and tomorrow is like a family barbecue thing, so I have to wake up at 6 in the morning.
Oh,
I was like, wait, wedding? What wedding?
Because
Did I miss something?
Morgan's getting married to Hope.
That was what I thought at first, but then I was just like, wait.
and the place
Okay, so
they're having that like wedding shower party is like 2 hours away, and I need to be able to be ready to go by 8 a.m. so that we can be there by 10 and then have everything set up and then do the thing from 1 to 4, then plus the cleanup and the 2-hour drive back and the socializing. And that's just for tomorrow, not to mention
I'm already exhausted for you.
I was gonna say
That
the
seems like a
idea of
lot.
family.
Oh,
I'm
and
like-
then
family.
every weekend for until the 20. Oh crap! What day does? Okay, so the actual ceremony is the 10th of the 10th of September, and we won't be done with cleanup and everything until about 10 p.m. Not to mention that I will have been socializing and interacting with other people since 7:30 in the morning.
Oh dear God.
That is why I'm so glad that like
And
the
then,
few weddings I've been to, I haven't had to help with a
not to
single
mention,
thing.
I will have been in school for that full week.
Whew.
I'm glad my family is quite
And then
and small.
I'm glad that all of my cousins can't keep
I have to wake up
relationships.
before
I don't have to
7:30
do
a.m.
weddings.
I'm gonna have to wake up at like
Family socializing, I hated it.
because the rehearsal is at 7:30 a.m. So I probably have to be up at close to like 5:30 a.m.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry
on
for
the
you.
10th.
That's a crazy early
And
time.
then there will be drinking, so there is a high chance that I will be hungover on Sunday, and then Monday I have to go back to school.
Oh dear God.
Yeah, so Friday the 9th, busy. Saturday the 27th, busy. The 21st, tomorrow, busy. The 10th, I will be gone from about the 7th, well, actually probably more like the 8th to the 10th. Yeah.
Damn.
Shit.
By gone, do you mean drunk? So from the 8th to the 10th, you'll be gone drunk? Is that what you meant?
No,
like,
she's just
just
gonna be like gone.
We will have to just sit there and pray that like everything's okay because we have
From the 8th to the 10th, I'll be drunk.
See any messages.
Can you
Well,
imagine?
there will be a lot of drinking that weekend.
She's probably gonna feel like that because of all the coming and going and.
Oh, it will be a miracle if I don't get sick.
Oh my goodness.
Because, yeah.
Mask it up and carry a bucket of hand sanitizer with you.
Oh, it's not that. It's the point that when I get really stressed out, my body will physically make itself sick. I don't have to be around anybody else that's sick. My body will literally create a stress sickness. Including
it just says, nope, you gotta stop.
Yep.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, Alisha, we boring you.
Dealing with having a job, school, obviously, and then hopefully sometime soon I will be dealing with dog stuff. So,
at least hopefully that will be after everything to do with the wedding.
Yes and no. because I'll be in school the first 2 weeks and hopefully be working. And then the dog thing can happen at literally any time because I'm
That's what I'm
literally
saying.
waiting on a
Hopefully it happens like at least at the earliest the week after the wedding.
Yeah.
And
Maybe.
not like
Not to
2
mention,
days
I still have
before,
to
like,
deal
here's your
with
dog.
house stuff and everything else. So part of the reason I didn't do sprints yesterday, and I don't know if I'll be doing them next week.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It is a lot, and no, I'm not okay.
You got this. You can do it. We're all rooting for you. You got this.
Yeah. So I'll have to pack.
How's your little kid going with preschool, Alisha? I was going to ask you how they're coping.
So when they started, they only had 3 days. So he went Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. He did perfectly fine. Then he got sick over the weekend, and so he missed Monday. But then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, he went to school last week. And then for whatever reason, starting Wednesday through Friday, he decided that he didn't want to be there and cried when I went to go drop him off. So we don't know why all of a sudden he's starting to do the I don't want to be here.
It
But
could be because at the beginning it was something that he thought was going to be fun for just like a couple of days, almost like that. And then he's now
right.
realizing I'm going to this place every single day almost.
Yeah, he goes Monday through Friday from 9 to 12:30. And I think me and my husband are thinking it's a combination of one, because before he started preschool, he kind of had control of what he could and couldn't do. And he knew that he could watch TV at any given time, that it was there. And now he's thrust into this new schedule where he can't do that. He can't just say, I'm going to watch trains now and not play. Now there's someone telling him this is what you're going to do. And he has to get up and be there at 9 a.m. in the morning. Before, it was just kind of like, yeah, you wake up whenever, you watch TV, you eat your food, you play, that kind of thing.
Now
So
there's
now
a
he doesn't
schedule.
have that I can do whatever I want type thing. So I think it's a little bit of that. And I think now, because him and his sister are kind of being separated, they don't get to see each other during those times. And then with her going to food therapy on Thursdays, then there's that also added bonus of mommy has to drive everybody everywhere. So now I'm just like, it's a lot. But we're getting through it. They're doing well, adjusting accordingly. They're actually doing pretty well considering. I thought that they were going to freak out and just shut down, but they did swim lessons today. This was their second lesson, and they've seen a lot of improvement in just the 2 weeks that they've been doing the swim lessons. So I'm like, yay!
That's good. And the school, it'll slowly get easier for him, hopefully.
Yeah, and they do have an app. So when we drop him off, you have to like sign him in via the app. And so once you do that, then they kind of like, once they do activities and circle time and stuff like that, then they send photos to say, this is what he's doing. This is how he is. If he has a little accident for the bathroom, then they say, oh, he had an accident. We're going to need a change of clothes for tomorrow. So, because they know at that age they're still going to have accidents, but he's doing pretty well. And his teacher has already said numerous times that he's very smart for his age and he has a very extensive vocabulary, which then begs the question, is he just bored?
That might be it, because part of the reason I was frustrated in school growing up as an ADHD person We didn't know I had ADHD. But part of it was because I wasn't being challenged, and I was bored.
That's what I'm wondering, because I was kind of the same way. Like, I would learn something, and then I'd go, okay, what's next? And then...
I know your dirty dishes out there.
See what now? Oh.
No, my mom just popped her head in, so.
Hey, Mom!
How's it going?
Does your mom read books?
What?
Does your mom read books? Damn.
Sometimes. If she does, it's the romance from like the 80s.
Still valid.
Old
Oh my
school
gosh. I mean, yeah.
romance.
Yeah.
It still happens.
Sounds like, hey, Hopes, Mom.
I'll have to go out there and be like, hey, my friends say hi.
Yeah, just be like my little bookish group.
Alisha comfortable with your mum knowing that you do booktube? Because, like, I know some people don't tell their parents at all.
I'm sorry.
I tried.
I think
I tried to explain it to my dad, but he didn't get it.
Okay, I've tried to. My dad, if I explained it to him, it would immediately get lost, so I literally haven't. My mom, I've tried to, and I think she was just kind of like, smile and nod, smile and nod.
Yep, it's just like, okay.
Yeah, I don't even remember how I told my nan about it. Like, I think it just came about saying like, oh, I do this YouTube thing where I talk about books. So if I get book mail, it's to do with that.
Yep.
Like when I got the package from Alisha of like Loveless, I was like, oh, I got it from one of my bookish friends online. My dad was like, how the fuck do you meet people with like books online? Well, yeah, I got it like 2 weeks ago or something. And so I like had to explain. I was like, yeah, there's an online corner of the internet that is to do with books, and I have friends there. And he's like, weird. Probably, I think he almost was like, my child is crazy, but okay.
Like, okay, you do you.
Just like how I tried to explain to my mom about like special edition books and like why there's certain editions that I want. And I'm like, if I don't have the money, can I put it on your credit card and pay it back after I get my next paycheck? After that, and she's like, probably thinking, okay.
Yeah, there's no point in trying to explain to my nan about books and collecting books and all that, because she doesn't understand rereading books. She's like, once you read it, you should get rid of it, sort of thing. And I'm just like, no.
Yeah, because I was asking my mom because of like the Crescent City like Fairy Loot editions, if I can get my hands on a copy. If I don't happen to have the money, like I was like, Mom, can I like put it on your credit card and then like pay you back? And she's like, why do you need these books? Don't you already own one of them? I'm like, yes, you bought me it for my birthday, but here's why I need it.
But this one.
one.
See, there's book collecting and there's book like buying and reading. So it's two different things.
But then I mentioned that some of the books that I do own can be resold for a little bit of value, and that got her listening.
Somebody earlier, but I think they're only doing it UK, are selling the Fairy Loot Heartstopper Volumes 1 and 2 on eBay. And I was like, oh, Hope.
And yeah, I mentioned to my mom I need to save up. I was like, oh yeah, there's these 2 books that I really want, but like they're going to cost multiple, like a couple $100. And she's like, well, won't the people reprint them? I'm like, oh, honey, with special editions. And then it was a good 20-minute thing of like why, about like what the companies are, how they go, how there's like do it. It literally was a good 20-minute conversation.
Yeah. I mean, it might sell there, but I suppose you just pay extra shipping. But like, I don't know what they're gonna sell for.
Yeah,
Probably crazy amount.
Yes. Tori says the first time I did reading sprints, I literally had to explain what was going on to my mom because she didn't understand. Yeah, I had to do the same thing with my dad. He was like, "What's the point?"
My parents don't understand reading sprints, so anytime I'm going to do sprints, I just go, I have an online thing, and then they're just like, I won't bother you that much.
Yep.
AKA, they'll pop in like my mom did to say, hey, if you have any dishes, can you bring them to the kitchen? I'm like, Instead of her walking entirely in here, sitting down, starting a conversation, then saying about the dishes.
I just tell my dad I have a book club meeting, then he just lets it go.
I just say I have an online thing. Don't bother me for like 3 hours.
I think if I ever talk to my nan about the book club or something, I just say like my bookish friends.
That's literally
bookish friends.
Yeah.
Or like if I'm talking to somebody who doesn't know I do booktube, but like say at work, I'm just like, oh yeah, I've got like a friend that's from like America or like from Canada or whatever, and yeah.
Yeah, like there's sometimes when I'm referring to my friends and like my parents are like online, and I'm like, yeah, blank from blank country, like Alisha from Florida, Sam from Florida, Katie from the UK, and they're like,
it's basically its own country.
They know who they're referencing, but they don't know who. You get what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah. My dad
reading sprints weren't around when I first started. I mean, Morgan, you can kind of like comment because you like watching them.
Yeah, the only sprints that really existed were just ones on Twitter.
Yeah, and back in the day when it was Google Hangouts was what was the YouTube Live back then,
or
and
Google Plus. Do you remember when that was a thing that people had to do for YouTube for a while?
Google what was that?
Plus. The Google Plus.
Yes, because I did do the Google Plus Live thing.
Yeah, but then it flopped so hard, Google was like,
Yeah.
At this point, my sister knows who you guys are now because of sprints, so usually let her know if one of us is doing them. Yeah, she's welcome to join anytime.
Yeah, I've seen Sam's sister in the comments of some of my lives.
Yes. Oh, yeah, she's frequently in the comments.
Yeah. Sweeney Green.
It's funny because like if I'm not actually doing my own sprints and I'm just watching one of yours and I'm in the comments, my husband, the way we have our computer desk set up is it's like back to back, so he can see my screen and I can see his, and he's always like, who are these people again? And I was like, this is so and so, and this one is so and so, and this one's so then he's like, oh, okay.
It's he's like, I'll let you. People you've mentioned before that I should probably learn their names at some point, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, and he never.
I think Will tries to. I think he knows you, Hope, but like everybody else, I think he forgets.
Oh, I'm the special one.
I don't know how he remembers you. Maybe because you've got, I don't know, is it the name that he remembers? I don't know, but he's just like, oh, like
not that common of a name.
What's Hope reading or something like that? Or
yeah, it's not a common name.
There's a chance we might be distantly related. Will and I share a last name.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what? And I was like, oh yeah, last
name.
Who knows? Could be somehow distantly related.
Very, very distantly.
I mean, like I say, he's adopted, so who knows?
DNA test.
Oh boy, that would.
Well, he does have ADHD, so you know.
Do I have a long lost cousin named Will? Who knows?
Who knows?
Extra excuse, Hope, is it Katie?
I mean, he was adopted as a baby, so like he could have come from America or whatever. You know, you never know.
Oh. Oh, that reminds me. Jordan vetoed the booktube wife thing, but is okay with me having a booktube girlfriend. Ha ha ha.
That makes no sense. Sam will just get secretly married and we won't tell him.
Oh my
Get married on BookTube and make a big old ceremony. Actually, let's see what my my horoscope says today, because it always seems to be about wooing somebody.
Oh my goodness.
What's it gonna say in the... Yeah, because last time it was the star sign, wasn't it? It was like compatibility. Just be yourself when mixing with others and let your natural interest in people guide you. Sharing your skills and interests with enthusiastic friends will lift your spirits. Relax and stop fretting about unimportant details. Make the most of this busy but productive day. Well,
so you're getting married today because it's productive.
Mood talkative. Well, I am in sprints. Lucky time 10 p.m. That's in 8 minutes. Lucky number 93. Compatibility Capricorn. Anyone a Capricorn here? Color spring green.
Someone is upset.
I love how it says, like, is Mercury in retrograde? And then it's like, no! Exclamation mark.
But the way that also I never have to look up my horoscope because Katie always looks it up and we are the same star sign.
Yeah. Let's see what compliment comes out with Sam this time.
Apparently Jordan's a Capricorn.
You are supremely stupefying.
Not surprise me in the slightest.
Jordan's the Capricorn. Be careful. That's why he didn't want the wife thing.
But it's good that you have compatibility with him. If you're going to share a wife.
Yep.
But
now we've figured it out.
You are supremely stupefying, Sam. Should I wonder if I can... Is there a way?
I don't know. I haven't.
I wonder if it will work. I know he doesn't have a username, but I wonder if it's going to work. Damn it! It has to be a username. No. I will compliment you, Sam, but this one is for Jordan.
Let me see if I can find a...
There we go. Let's see what it says. So you need to say to Jordan, you have a deeply mind-boggling outlook on life.
But that's
not even a compliment. That's just a statement.
That's his one. I will have to obviously add him because he doesn't have an account, but yeah. Mind-boggling way on life.
That is fairly accurate.
It does sound quite accurate for Jordan, actually, strangely. He says something. Oh gosh, I blushed. Oh. I'm speechless. For the first time in my life, I'm speechless. Hope, when are you getting Ignite Me? Hope's mum. Buy Hope Ignite Me.
They need to pay for the van first.
Yeah, we don't have a vehicle. It blew up in flames. Didn't blow up, but...
Why are we using our hands?
I don't know.
I
don't know. I think it just came across that I'm like, psst, Hope's mum. Buy Hope Ignite Me so we can read it.
I think Morgan will be getting the first 3 because I had Shatter Me, Unravel Me, and Ignite Me, and then there was Unite Me, which had the 2 novellas.
Oh, yeah.
So you should be getting those anytime now, between now and the 24th.
Ooh.
Among others.
We need a live unboxing.
There you go. You can
Depending on when
unbox.
I get it, if I'm on somebody else's sprints, I will co-opt your sprints to make everybody watch me
That's
opening.
Fine. Whoever sprints it is. If not, then you got to film a video. Oh, goodness me.
It depends on how much energy I have, because if I get them while school is in the first week, I make no promises about opening them in a video because, no. Listen, I'm exhausted. I haven't even really done anything.
What are you
I don't want to
giggling
play that
about?
video loads of times. Got a nice video of Jordan in the fortune telling Discord. There.
Yeah, sounds about right.
They're in the car.
Sorry, I got handed a sandwich.
Ooh.
I can never remember when my horoscope is. I mean, I'm lucky.
What's your birthday?
I'm on the cusp of an Aquarius / Pisces. I think if I was born a day later, I would have been.
Makes so much fucking sense now.
What makes sense?
2 days later.
Oh, just the fact that Alisha or Sam, Hope, Katie, whatever the fuck your name is, is an Aquarius Pisces cusp. It makes sense.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Oh, that's what I was just like. It was like, Hope, Sam, Katie, whoever the fuck you are.
Yes.
Don't confuse me.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Yeah. I am the 18th of Feb, so I'm pretty much the.
Hi, Latte. Are you here to cause violence and chaos?
Well, he snuck in when I got my sandwich.
They were like,
that's why he wants the food.
Well,
it must be kitty time because Luna's here. Luna,
let me see if I can get my kitty cat.
I don't have a cat.
Luna, would you like a boyfriend or a girlfriend? Because there's plenty to choose from. Oh gosh, we got another kitty. Look,
this is Isis.
Luna's looking deeply interested just then. She's like, "Ooh,
say hi."
Say hi. Look, this is Luna Bear. Oh, they're looking at each other. Oh.
She's like, who are these people?
You got a friend. Who's this kitty? Oh! They said hi.
Are you getting mad?
Hi.
Are you getting mad? Yeah.
Oh.
I
love it. That's a
okay,
very,
okay.
half-assed meow. It's like a wow.
Yeah, she's like, I did not ask for this. Don't make me stay.
That very last one. Wow.
I know. That was Isis. She is the biggest of my 3 cats, and I think she's 12 years old.
Yep.
And she shows no signs of getting older. She is like a kitten still.
That's good.
Trying to call her back over, and she's like, I want nothing to do with you. Nothing.
Like, no thank you, crazy lady.
Yep. It was really strange because when we first got her, she was only 2 months old, but she was a very light cream and white color. And she still had like the stripes and the markings and stuff, but she was cream and white. And as she aged, she got darker.
That can happen, I guess. I don't know.
It can. When we first got Simon, he was black and white only, and then as he grew, he gained brown stripes.
I want a black cat.
Tori can never remember when her horoscope is. You know, as many times if they've tried to add in a new horoscope, they keep trying to change it. And one of them, I forget what the horoscope name was, but it basically changed everything so that, like, I was no longer a Gemini. I was going to be a Taurus, and I was like, oh no, that's not happening. I will always forever be a
If you want to
Gemini.
be slightly disturbed, just take a look at the Witchathon Discord.
To be honest, with those laughs, I'm not sure I want to know.
I'm not.
And literally, I just typed into the GIF, "Will you marry me?" And that's the one that was there. I was like, I need to find the perfect one. And I found it.
I was concerned about it, and then the GIF actually started making it like move, and then I just lost
But look
it.
at how the legs just go like all over the place.
I cannot with you all
When
right
you're hitting
now.
it right.
We have the two normal ones and the two that giggle like 5-year-olds.
I would be more giggly, but I am fucking tired.
I cannot. I think it's the whole cold thing. Like, everything's clogged up, so I just go, I can't. Nope. Oh my god, it's now continuing.
You want that back? You want
Oh
that
boy.
back? Hello.
I'm just gonna ignore my phone for right now.
We'll just see it later, and we'll just be able to be like, oh goodness.
You'll be looking at it like, oh my goodness.
I'm like, what in the world did I walk
Like, what is
into?
wrong with my friends?
Just you wait for it.
Before I knew what video you were on about, I instantly went to taking the hobbits to... What?
I don't know.
Taking the hobbits to Isengard.
I'm glad you know what they're talking about, because
How do I know what they're talking? It's Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit.
I have not read that one.
It's a Tolkien. They mention it in the movies.
I have not seen the movies.
I am disappointed.
Alisha, you might want to look into the
Why?
Disappointed.
let's just say I may have complimented you through the bot, but
What? Complimented me through the bot.
whatever Sam just said.
How do you do the thing?
It's like the dash, the one that's the dash to the leaning to the right, and then just type
compliment. I must say, you have decidedly extraordinary facial hair.
Oh boy.
But I've got a tasty belly button.
Okay, this is literally what it was like when we first were learning about this bot.
Yes, but it never gets old.
I know.
And the GIF that Sam used. Sam,
I know.
what in the world?
I'm sorry, did you
No.
say GIF? It's GIF.
No,
Yes,
Jeff.
I'm old. That's just
It's GIF.
no.
It's GIF. I don't care what the original creator says. It's a
You
GIF.
are bewitching. Hope.
Okay, but this one's actually cute that I did towards Sam. Is I've heard you are incredibly
Yeah, you got a nice one
wonderful.
for me too.
This is too much. Absolutely too much.
Morgan, you're gonna get one too.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, that's a nice one. You are
What
tiny.
the fuck? Just fucking uprooted my plant in the background.
Oh no.
Well, not-
Legit.
You have to watch the video of the 3 cats.
Now I'm gonna go to insult.
What do I do? Do I?
It was uprooted, like it still has the roots intact.
Time
I
to
think
in-
it might.
time to insult.
Yeah, so put it back
Hey!
in the water or in the planter and then
Jesus Christ.
And then water it immediately. And keep an eye on it.
This is why I can't have anything nice.
Who's Universal Skid Mark?
What?
Who's that?
There you go.
I don't know. Now we're doing insults?
Yep.
Why am I being
That
insulted?
sound like they're coming from pirates. What the hell? Okay.
Yeah, it's like pirate insult.
But also
Here's
the way
yours.
I was
I cannot.
literally
Here's yours,
just
Alisha.
so proud that I kept that thing alive for like a month.
Well, kill all you fish kissing.
Well, because you pulled out the roots and the roots are still intact, then you can
Yeah.
try to put it back in the planter and then water it.
Yeah.
Watch it for the next couple of days.
It also
Yeah.
depends on the kind of plant it is, because some plants are super resilient.
Well, yeah, this is
Yep.
like one of those like spider plants.
Oh, are you kidding me? Those things.
Oh, then you're
Yeah.
fine.
Dude, you're fine. Just water it and
I
it'll
know,
live.
but that's why more of I was mad at him because he knows like he's not allowed up there, and then I literally just like looked randomly. I saw him up there, and then by the time I turned, he was already dragging it to my bed.
He was like, "This is mine now, thanks."
Literally.
Yeah, if spider plants are,
Yeah.
they have like a nickname called like, I don't remember, but I had one for a while, and the only reason I got rid of it was because it was getting too big.
Yeah.
And
Well, I've killed every other plant that I've had in my room before. This one has been fine, so we're gonna keep it that way. But I don't want him to then think, oh, he can just constantly do that. Because at that point, it would find a way to kill the plant.
yeah,
Is Universal Skid Mark Jordan?
That's
The way
what she
that
was
my
saying.
I was like, at first I was like, oh my god, are you trying to traumatize somebody?
the answer is yeah, probably.
Well, no, it's Jordan, so it's fine. But I was like, is it just a random person that
I
showed
don't
up in
think
the
it comes out of the
Discord?
compliment.
She's
Not
like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna be traumatized." Oh, it's Jordan. Well, it's
Never
fine. Now that we know it's Jordan, it's fine.
Yeah.
Somebody's just gonna see like somebody's name, Universal Skid Mark, and they're just gonna be like, the fuck?
Oh my gosh. That is
Not
hilarious.
a doctor say you have intensive standing wrist, so I was like, I wonder why. ...
You could tell Alicia's kind of just like,
It was like
I don't know what's going on.
It's the cold is starting to take over. I think it's time for more medicine. It's slowly getting to that point where it's just like, okay, we're gonna slowly shut you down unless you feed us more medicine.
Which is understandable.
She said that's why it's that name. Oh my goodness.
Is Jordan not
That,
participating?
and I can
in
hear the
Witchathon?
music from out in the living room. My husband's playing
Plunder your
his
booty, you
game again.
pestilent plagued clodland whore.
Oh my goodness.
Yarr, plunder your booty, you pestilent plagued clod.
There's gonna be so many things in the Discord that I'll have to go back and
people that are
enjoy.
just there's just gonna be people that are gonna just see that and just go, I joined the wrong readathon.
They're gonna be like, nope. Let me just nope on out here.
They're gonna be like, I'm gonna just leave.
And on that note, we're going to take it backstage. So let me say thank you to everyone who joined us on screen and in the comments. I don't know again if I'll have sprints next weekend, but I am going to try to do them next weekend. We'll see what happens. And I will see you all next time. Bye.
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 And Katie was just like, and we're leaving.